What is going on, my reptile junkies? Guys, let me start off by saying the support has been awesome, just epic. We've had some awesome videos for this contest. Really enjoy doing these things. I think we've watched just about every video at this point, and some of them that we saw, we went ahead and drug the links on over, so I got them all right there in order. Can go through them if you haven't.
Well, some people were having trouble. They said that they couldn't get the link to the video.
So April went and drug them on over. If she saw them, or if I did, I drug them over.
We just want to make sure we don't miss anybody.
And it'll make it easier. We got to start counting, guys, for sure.
For sure.
So if you made a video and you haven't at least let me know in the contest video, you got till Friday night, 12 o'clock midnight, I'm cutting it off.
That's this Friday.
I'm going to try to get started on the video Friday night because it's the weekend. It's the Columbia Repticon. I don't know if we're going to go Saturday or Sunday yet. We hadn't. I'm hoping to go Saturday.
Either way,
how the
busy weekend ahead.
And guys, I need to ask y'all for an opinion. I learned some interesting stuff today. I got some clarification on different reptiles. Here in Georgia, because we've got some funny laws. This whole time I was thinking I couldn't have any kind of venomous snake, due to without having to have some outrageous insurance policy and whatever. Well, I found out today that only applies to exotic venomous. So,
or at least now it does. It used to be illegal from what we understand.
So, but if it's native or indigenous to Georgia, I can keep it with no problem. I don't want anything crazy like a rattlesnake or cottonmouth. I was thinking about a copperhead, but I'm really thinking I'm going to go with a dusky pygmy rattlesnake. Check them out, guys. Give me your honest opinion on what you think. I've got some spiders and a centipede that I'm more afraid of than I am having that snake. And we were looking at cages me and April were that has a lock on them. Even though the kids don't come in here, I don't want a screen top cage. We want to do it the right way. But I'm really thinking about picking up
he's going to do it the right way. Lock or not at all.
A dusky pygmy rattlesnake. So just give me some input, guys. Y'all never steer me wrong, and I always welcome it, appreciate it. Sometimes
we said we weren't going to do that, but if you look it up, it's really not as
Nobody's
big
died, guys,
a risk as what I would have thought the pygmies would have been.
I think the lionfish, more people's died from it. I don't really know, fact check it, but nobody's died.
Yeah, nobody's died from pygmies that we,
Even though
at least what we can find on the internet.
Getting in close enough proximity that he tags me, but
yeah, you didn't get plan on getting bit by or stung by the lionfish.
Hush.
But I am more scared of the centipede, honestly, than I would be of a pygmy rattle, from what I've read.
Yeah. Well, guys, I wanted to do a frog update with y'all. We've done monitors, go through, talk about a couple of the frogs that I've had questions about. And amphibians, because we're going to start with the axolotl. I don't like keeping him out here because the axolotl, they love cooler temperatures. 70, 75 degrees is done awesome.
Yeah, so we definitely want to get this guy back to where it comes from.
I brought it out here just to kind of give y'all a little clip of it. I'll pick it up. But if y'all go back, we picked this little guy up in Florida. Really neat.
Pick the log up for a second, baby.
Crystal clear, good water. Which I need to change this. He's got a little pump that we keep on it. Guys, he eats bloodworms, and I actually feed him this New Life Spectrum, which is he eats this. The clawed frog will eat it, and the Pipa or the Suriname toads, they'll eat.
And of course, the saltwater fish.
Yeah, but it's saltwater food, but it's got a lot of good stuff in it. It's got my seaweed in it. You guys, something else I had noticed is the rapashi, the grub pie, it actually has seaweed in it. I just noticed that after I made that video.
It has a lot of cool stuff in it, though, as far as vitamins and minerals.
It really does.
Really good stuff.
It really does. But that's something I feed. Also, bloodworms, that's the other big thing. The baby Pipa frogs have been eating on it. This tank is actually
hidden somewhere in there.
Gonna go inside. April, she loves that little tank. When the pump's running, it goes down that log and it looks like a little waterfall, so it's gonna end up inside.
It's just really pretty. It makes for a nice showcase tank for the kitchen. which people seem to really love when they come over.
That's the axolotl. I'll take him inside. We're going to come back. We'll go through the rest of the amphibians real quick. So,
I don't think I actually showed him.
the African clawed frog?
Yeah, I'm trying to actually get to where you can see it a little bit. Sorry, still getting used to this camera.
It's touchy. Right back at you guys. Stay tuned. Alright guys, back to the frogs. I got to thinking about that. We done that other clip. I said nothing crazy like a rattlesnake, and then I said a pygmy rattlesnake. For those of y'all, I know that's kind of condescending, so go check it out. I meant like a diamondback, a canebrake, something crazy. But anyways, gonna start with my African bullfrogs, pixie frogs. These guys have done awesome. This is my bigger one. And this one here is the smaller one. I just made him jump out of his water. There you go. If you remember from the last Repticon, we got that one, and it is doubling in size. And this one doubles and triples in size. I've just got these guys on coconut fiber. And yes, this little one is in a Tupperware. I got so much crap about them being in a Tupperware. You know, and that's always from folks that don't actually watch the videos. Guys, you know that as an animal grows, I'm going to move it on up into a bigger enclosure. These frogs do not move around a pile, keep from getting bitten. And they actually have teeth, guys, so you really shouldn't handle them. If you decide you want to get one, they have some crazy jaws. They say it's like jagged glass in there. So, 80 to 85 degrees max for hot, 70, 75 at night. Of course, it never drops below 75 in here, so humidity 60 to 80%. I keep a large water bowl, enough substrate they can bury down in, guys, and they do fine. You don't want to, they'll eat until they gorge themselves, so you don't want to overfeed them, but I have actually fed him 2 hopper mice back to back, and then I'll wait until he gives me a nice surprise in there, and then I'll give him, crickets, roaches, of course. He loves big dubia roaches, but he takes mice off tongs pretty good. Same with the little one. Same deal, plenty of substrate. Moving on to the Pipa frogs, South American frog. There again, same temperature gradient, works like a champ. No higher than 80 on this guy though. 75 is ideal. Been thriving. Like I said earlier, bloodworms, the new life spectrum, any kind of sinking food like that, they'll eat, great. I actually have the big one out here from Cameron's room, just to give you an idea, and they actually get bigger than this, guys. Cool thing about this frog is the females will actually carry the eggs on her back, and then the tadpoles swim out as like little, pretty much mature frogs at that point. But really awesome South American frog. Directly under them, we've got the golden gliding frogs, Malaysian golden gliding frog. Guys, with these, and I see I got me some poops I need to get out of the water bowl, but with these,
never-ending cycle.
They jump really, really far. They're really fast. I'm pretty positive one's a male at this point. It actually croaks quite often. Never heard anything out of the other one. Bare bottoms. If you keep your frogs different, I'm just funny. They never on the bottom unless they're eating, so I've really never seen a reason for it. Plus, I can pull them out.
Makes it a lot easier to clean out.
Pull everything out and clean it, guys. There again, another frog that thrives 75 to 80 degrees. Same with that. I'll move this table. The red eyes. If you remember, if you go back, there's one actually out.
Okay.
There's one right here.
Tilt your head to the side a little bit. Okay, never mind. I was getting a hat glare.
We actually got one from Petco, which the lady they had it with the white tree frogs, but you have to go back to the other video. I ain't got time to tell you again, but here's one right there. They've done great. I just took them out of they were in a little bit lower enclosure, same footprint, 12 by 12.
They're sleeping under there.
I heard somebody croak over there.
That was one of the gliding frogs, actually. We were just talking about that, wasn't it?
Yep. But I put them in this enclosure, guys, give them some more height since there's 2 now. And if we're going to look at the show, if we end up getting some more of them, I'm going to have to go bigger. You know, I've kept these guys
really
on a
cool
bare. I've kept these guys on a bare bottom since I got them. Like I said,
done really well.
They stay up high. You give them a big broad leaf for them to get to rest. I missed them twice a day. Half of the screen top is covered just like it was. I put the red leg actually in their old tank, the red leg walking frog.
I don't think I can get up there, but you can see.
I'll pull it down real quick. I keep those guys no hotter than 80 degrees. There again, anything hotter than 80 degrees is not good.
See if I can get another little.
Of course,
it wants to focus on the plants.
Of course, the red-eyed tree frog. That's another South American species of frog, rainforest. That is the red-leg walking frog.
These are just really neat.
We've had this guy when we got the gliding frogs. This is another African species of frog. Actually comes from the same type areas as the African bullfrog. It's done really well. It doesn't require a lot of maintenance. He spends his time just kind of walking around. He gets roaches, crickets. I've got a little spangium moss in here because I've noticed with this frog, he does enjoy from time to time to get down and get up under that spangium moss. So I've just left it in there, but there
very
again,
pretty colors there. Just a really pretty frog.
Same concept, kind of a bare bottom. And I do that with these smaller frogs, but I've got and I guess we'll go to the White's tree frogs next. I've got the White's tree frogs.
You want to take it over?
Yeah.
Sure, over there already.
They're in this enclosure. I can't even think of the name of it. I was trying to, but it's essentially a little bit larger than a 10-gallon, which that's a 10-gallon. We'll get to there, but it's got a lot of height for them. I've got some live pothos and just some live moss. Pretty large water bowl for them. They enjoy soaking, and you can see them right up there.
They started out like a good bit smaller than this, and they were just so big that we had to have more space.
Now they really, I really like to get them some more space, guys. I mean, they enjoy getting around. They spend a lot of their time up there, of course, till it gets dark. It's an Australian species of frog. Every now and then, I actually do put the light on here. Every third or fourth day, I give them UVB. They seem to enjoy it. Kind of get up there and tend to bask up in that corner when the light's on. And if you go on down from them, in here, I actually put them together is my 2 Budgett frogs, guys. Let's see if I can get you them. There's one. The Budgetts, they are like a big floating blob. No, they're crazy.
We've heard a little bit of both, but a lot of people say you can keep them communal. They don't bother each other.
And they've been in here for about 2 weeks, guys, and no issues yet.
Yeah,
about a week and a half.
Them really close, so they seem to be doing pretty good together.
These guys, they also will take a pinky mouse, no problem, off the tongs. I've got videos of that before. It's a really cool all-around frog. Same thing, 75, no higher than 80, and they'll do fine. Just don't overfeed them. Pretty much fully aquatic. They'll get out and rest up on the top of the plants from time to time, but it's very, very rare that you see them do that. Really tickled to come up with those Budgetts. Who knows, maybe they will be. Of course, you've seen the albino clawed frog. We had it and the axolotl together, guys, for a long time, and then they done perfect.
That shot didn't probably turn out as clear. Maybe you can get in there a little bit
I keep this lid just because my spitting stingray. Maybe this is a little clearer. We've had them together for a long time, but now the frog's starting to outpace the axolotl, and I was scared he might bite his tail. But these are African clawed frogs. I guess everybody should have one.
Very cool. The kids really like him.
And trying to blow through the rest of these. Done showed you those. Oh, and I put I brought Cameron's bullfrogs out here in the bucket.
These guys.
His albino bullfrog. Really cool. Look at them eyes. Gorgeous. There's nubs. You can see he kind of got a foot back. That's as far as it went, guys. I don't know if that's showing up good. But that was nubs.
The bucket.
That was the saved bullfrog from the cat from last year.
It was crazy that he grew that much of a foot back. It's like a foot, just no toes.
And this one was actually one of the tadpoles from one of the early on videos. Unfortunately, that one and that one eat some of the tadpoles. I couldn't believe it.
Quite a few, yeah.
But we ended up getting one, so that's cool. And and yes,
we really couldn't have supported more anyway. We would have had to have gotten rid of him. This is about max for what we can do in his enclosure anyway.
And guys, these 3 frogs are in there with the big Suriname toad, and they've been in there together, God, for years.
Long time.
And we've never had an issue. Somebody had asked that question, the Suriname's in there with the bullfrogs. They've done good.
He's been in here a long time, yeah.
Here's the Pac-Man, or the horn. There again, you see he's plopped over in his little water bowl there. I've got his half and half. I feed him on that side. He was on a paper towel for a long time, guys, and we brought him on up. Let's see if I can. It was so funny earlier.
He gets very irritated.
Let's see if I can do it. Come on, buddy.
He sounds like a cicada. It's so crazy. It's like a locust. Yeah.
Not happy.
See, I definitely don't sound as mean as I look. He's really trying to be mad.
And there again, yes, he's in a tub right now. As he gets bigger, he'll go into something bigger. Keep him on the same thing, coconut fiber.
It's just really better for them right now. It's not about the space. They need to feel secure and find their food.
He doesn't do anything at all,
But I can't say that when he's to find his food. He's always tongue-fed.
They're really cool frog, Pac-Man frog, horn frog. I mean, all kind of different names. They get quite large. Not really considered to handle me, though, guys.
Well, as you can see.
Yeah, same thing. 75, 80 degree range, 68% humidity. Do awesome. He gets crickets, dubia roaches, and of course pinky mice and stuff. In here is our Asian chubby frogs.
These are definitely a hold me.
Yeah, they're just diggers.
The kids love these guys. These are super good for small kids.
If y'all go back, there were ones from Repticon from last year, I think, in North Carolina.
They're super lazy.
Very lazy
super
frog.
Slow. Just a really cool.
Same thing, guys. You ain't got to have a super duper setup with a bunch of plant. They love just a deep.
They have a lot of dirt.
See, she was all the way at the bottom down there, but there's the other one.
Yeah, there's her hole.
And they will actually back themselves off into the hole, make themselves a nice little hidey hole, and.
They remind us a lot of just like a regular, the toads that we have around here.
Like a narrowmouth toad. They look just like a narrowmouth toad. The little small ones, a mixture between a narrowmouth and an American toad, if you look at them.
Yeah, the Americans is what I'm thinking of.
The little narrowmouths are the little small itty-bitty ones we have around here.
Well, if anybody lives around Georgia, South Carolina, they know most of your kids play with the outside toads. This is really not a whole lot different. They eat amazing. They're cheap and they're easy to care for.
They're really easy to care for sure. You just, as long as you have a pretty deep substrate layer, they love to dig down, and just don't ever let them dry out. And they do fine, guys.
Yeah, 70, really cool frogs.
70 to 80 degrees. I mean, another good frog you could have at room temperature. If you don't have a dedicated room, climate control room is no big deal.
And definitely something you can hold. A lot of people like stuff that you can handle.
Stuff like the red eyes and the glidings, those are more to look at. And you really got to keep up on the humidity with those guys.
But these guys don't mind being held as long as you feed them.
And that is Amphibians. Man, I feel like it was like, gone.
Still thinking about Blue's Clues from the last video, I see.
Somebody said they didn't get that. Look it up. You got the internet.
Yeah, look it up.
This tank right here, too, I hope you can see it okay. This is the you remember the geckos and the couple, there's a little tree frog right back there, just a little brown. My hands are dirty.
I can't get around the heater. I'm going to try
guys,
my best.
I got a couple of clips I'm going to throw in at the beginning of this video.
And I'll see if I can get it.
Of a couple of the inhabitants of this tank, but the little Mediterranean geckos I caught from Florida, there's like 4 of those in there.
Up close, but at least you can kind of see him back there hiding.
2 little tree frogs, and then a cricket frog. He's hopping around there somewhere. He does pretty good on little mealworms and such. But like I said, guys, that was Amphibians. As always, I know I'm like, God, I feel like I just blew through it. I have no idea if what I told you was even correct at this point. I'll be honest. It's a blur. So you might want to fact check some of that. I am just a down south Georgia redneck that just really loves critters. I am no expert at all, guys. But I enjoy bringing you this crap.
No, you're supposed to be the expert because you talk about it on the internet.
Yes. No, I'm not.
Fake news. No,
I'm just a guy that enjoys critters, and I do the best that I can with my God-given abilities to care for them the best I can. That's all I can tell you guys. Other than that, I leave all the other stuff to the experts.
Yeah.
Once again, thanks for all the entries. I hope this video didn't go too long, as always.
Got a lot coming in the next couple of days.
We're going to have a contest, drawing, Repticon. It's going to be cool.
Don't forget, Friday night by midnight. And we're going to try our best to get the announcement.
Yeah, at least by Sunday.
By Sunday.
We'll at least get it out there by Sunday. I don't know how I'm going to do the drawing. There's more of y'all. I can't do like Poseidon bingos this time or nothing. But we'll do something fun. And I would ask you guys, there's something you want to see at Repticon, but y'all going to give me the whole gamut, so I'm just going to film everything I possibly can as normal.
And make sure, please, if you don't have the link already on the video,
let us know. We'll drag it over.
Yeah, let us know, but just a reminder, get that link attached to your comment on the video where we're announcing the contest is going to happen. So that we can accurately count everybody, make it fair.
And best of luck to you guys. Some awesome entries once again. Really humble. Appreciate it. We're doing this 5,000 sub, and we hit like 6,300.
Yeah, it's
today.
Incredible.
No idea what's happening, but it's awesome.
Incredible.
Like I said, I'll keep doing my best to bring you the best possible crap that I can.
And hopefully we'll see a few people at the Repticon. You never know.
Maybe so. Be looking for us. Put you on YouTube. You'll be a reptile
junkie just on film this time.
It's the best way to say it.
Yeah. Well, they evidently have watched you to know who you are, because it's not like,
And we try, guys. It's so
not
much
like it's
fun.
huge.
I enjoyed. I wish I could get y'all more videos.
Small community.
It's been, between work and then just doing the everyday stuff with the critters, being able to do this and then edit it and all that.
That's been driving him crazy. It's like, God, it's been 6 days.
Out from a video. I feel bad. But hope you enjoyed it as always, guys. Ain't going to keep you no longer. As always, guess we'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys.